All right, so yeah, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys what my Chaldea looks like what servants I have actually, since I'm always talking about it. I showed you guys a little bit of gameplay not that long back, or at least hopefully not that long back from when I record this. I hope to have this out at least before July when Castoria probably arrives. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. All right, give me a minute here. I do need to, oh, my headphone. I do need to go ahead and make sure that I can sync up the visual and the audio here. So I'm just going to go, oh yeah, I know how to do this now. Tap, tap, tap. Hopefully that means that we're pretty synced up pretty well here. And yeah. Oh yeah, we're still in the Requiem collab when I'm recording this, but I basically recorded this same exact day that I recorded the last on-camera video. It's just up to Seki whenever she wants this one to go out. I may have gotten called rude for my last thumbnail. So yeah, go to my Spirit Origin list here. Just show off all my servants. Just scroll by quickly. One of them filtered by level. Yeah, I'll have them filtered by level. That way you guys can see what I'm currently sitting on. And what I've actually leveled at the moment. Because even though I have a lot of servants, I mean, everyone has a lot after a certain point. It just doesn't mean that we have them usable in even the slightest. So down here, I guess I'll start the extra classes. I've got Avenger of Shinjuku and Amakusa Shiro. I've been meaning to level Avenger of Shinjuku, especially after I could have used him for the which fight was it? The Demeter fight. That fight, kind of. Oh no, it wasn't the Demeter. Was it Demeter? No, not Demeter. Demeter was Kintoki. No, it was the Koyanskaya fight was kicking my ass, and I could have used that there. And I got all these 1-stars. Moving up here a bit to the Berserkers here. So these are my unleveled Berserkers. I got Hijikata there off of a GSSR, and I just never ended up leveling him. Wait, no, it wasn't a GSSR. I think I got him because I rolled on the banner with him and Oki to alter, trying to get Oki to alter on the last day she was up for a banner, and I just failed. It happens. And yeah, I don't think I plan to level any of these ones at the moment. If I level any of them, it'll probably be Nightingale for challenge quests. As far as assassins go, I'm actually pretty poor on assassins. Shockingly enough, I guess no, I'm not that bad on assassins. I used to be much worse on assassins, and I got a bunch of assassins in a row. I'm going to talk about Li Shuwen, because Li Shuwen here is NP2. That was not by design, by the way. I did not roll for Li Shuwen. I rolled for something else. Other than that, you have your entourage of 4-star assassins here. Sassy, Shin, Carmilla, the obligatory Stheno. Moving up here to my unleveled casters, there's the one I need to level here, Chen Gong. Chen Gong, I know he's good. I know that he's really, really good for soloing, and if you want to just get rid of things on the front lines, I should level him so his NP does actual damage. Or I guess I can keep him unleveled if I just want to solo with him. Throw a kaleidoscope on him, and then a target have a servant. I chuck out another servant, use target focus on him on the same turn, so he dies, but never really tried it yet. My brother who plays tried it a lot, but I haven't myself. And then, yeah, Hans Christian Andersen is, that's a travesty that I haven't leveled Hans Christian Andersen yet. Oh, yeah, I need to level Blavatsky here. Because Blavatsky's NP5 and not the worst 4-star caster in the world. It would probably do me a lot of good just to level her to have her if I want a caster that has a hard-hitting NP compared to... And that's a little cheaper than my other caster. Actually, casters are the only 4-stars that are non-welfare that have an NP5 of, to my knowledge. Because also NP5 is Miyu. Believe it or not, I didn't aim for an NP5 Miyu. I was aiming for a max limit broken Magical Girl Sapphire. I did want a Mew. I saved a fair bit for Mew because I did want a copy of Mew knowing she wasn't coming back. But, in the end, I ended up getting an NP5 Mew before I got a Magical Girl Sapphire. I did not get an Ilya from that rolling attempt, though. Though I did already have Ilya. You'll see Ilya later. Let's see. It's for riders. Riders. Anything funny with riders here? I have Ivan. He looks like he got better pretty recently in JP, so I want to give him some levels soon. But otherwise, as far as unleveled riders go, I think I'll be leveling Mandricardo at some point. Just because I really like him in story. Although he is pretty good. I probably could have used him for the Demeter fight. That's where I could have used him really, like, to help a lot. I've heard he's really, really good for just that kind of fight. Unleveled Lancers. Actually, I think I leveled a fair few Lancers. Anything here? I haven't leveled Jaguar Man. I want to level Jaguar Man eventually. Wait, is Bathory NP4 or 5? NP4. Oh wait, Finn McCool might be NP5. Yep, never mind. No, I do have an NP5 that's not a caster. I got Finn McCool. I should level him. He used to be pretty terrible, but then he got buffed fairly recently, and now he's actively really good and a decent part of the arts meta. I do need to level him. I need to level him. Throw aside my past grievances. Karna. I got Karna very recently. I do want to level him as well because I do have the Super Karna costume, as you do if you're caught up in story. And if nothing else, I want to level him because his NP animation is sick. Let's see. I probably should level a copy of Arash at some point. And so I need to just burn that Kid Gill there because I actually do have a leveled copy of Kid Gill. I think I did it because I asked. That was no. I did that for Excel Zero. Yeah. Is it Asphothamon level NP1 or 2? Because I roll. No, it's NP1. Sabers, unleveled Sabers that I have. So I have the Saber Lily here. I haven't leveled her at all. She's NP5 because of Saber Wars, but I actually very recently got a Saber Lily in the Friend Point Gacha. That was interesting. Not sure how often that comes around. I'm hoping my luck carries over when the limited 1-stars hit for the Friend Point Gacha. I don't know. You might have noticed the last week I have a lot of Friend Point saves just because I don't know how the Friend Point Gacha distribution or rates will end up playing out. Because I don't want to lose out on Nobukatsu because I didn't have enough friend points, even though I can grind those. I don't want to grind those. Alright, now we're getting into the actual leveled servants here. I guess I'll say I should level Fran Summer, and I think Rama's a pretty decent NP level for me. Yeah, I should level him as well. But getting into the leveled servants... I leveled Spartacus for the meme right before the Apocrypha event. He's never done much for me. Bunyan I leveled because quick farming, although I didn't really use Bunyan as much as I thought I would. I just finished leveling Mozart for Requiem, and Jason's Jason. And yes, I have leveled Ungramayu. He is approaching Bond 6 eventually, and if he ever hits NP5, I plan to grail that fucker. Solieri is best boy. There's the leveled Kid Gill I was talking about earlier. Remember to always level Nash. And yeah, any of my leveled servants here that have interesting stories to them or are exceptionally good, like obviously I have the welfares, these 3 welfares here at NP5, but Herc spawned 10. That took a while, but that was a fairly recent development. And Emiya might be NP3 or 4. 3. Okay, yes, there is a story I have here. Yume Rin. I have her at NP1. Funny thing about Yume Rin, I rolled her because I really liked her in Sin, but when I rolled her, it took me forever to get a Yume Rin. Instead of Yume Rin, I got NP3 Qinshi Huang. Now, I freaking ran with it. That's really good for soloing. Has a lot of cool challenge quest opportunities. Of course I was going to level him and like go all in on him. Of course. But that doesn't end the Yume Rin story. I then tried to roll for her to get NP2 because it's the only way you're increasing any damage on her at all, because she's actively one of the worst units in FGO as it stands. Alright, sorry about that. That was a bit of a boo-boo. I accidentally unplugged things. I had to reset a bunch of stuff. The recording managed to keep going on the phone, but everything else kind of got reset here. So let me go ahead and do another triple tap, and then we'll get back to the story. I think I remember where I left off. Tap, tap, tap. So yeah, I went to roll for Li Shuwen, and I ended up I went to roll for Yume Rin, and I ended up pulling, instead of a Yume Rin, I pulled 2 Li Shuens in one 10 pull. And so it's come to my attention since, according to my brother, that whenever Yume Rin is on a banner, I am now contractually obligated to roll, if nothing else, to get another 5-star. Welp. I am looking forward to her release in the summer, though, for the summer version, because I've actually heard she's really good, and so I'm hoping I can do something fun with that. Let's see. After Yume Rin, anything else here that inspires a story? There's a bunch here that I just leveled, like, very recently. So my first 4-star, the one that I pulled in the starting pool, was actually Emiya here, I think. I also have a Stheno, and it very well could have been Stheno, and I didn't know to reroll if it was. He's NP4, so I'm really looking forward to when he gets released or when he gets his rank up and is able to switch his NP to an arts as well. That's going to be fun. Let's see. Okay, so foreigner squad up here. Abby actually took quite a bit of effort. I think I even minnowed a bit for Abby, if I remember right. I think I got her after minnowing while waiting for an oil change. But Hokusai and Yang Guifei I got by complete accident. I just kind of threw some tickets at the banner because I got them, and so fun fact about me, I never save the tickets. I probably should, but I don't. Welp, who's gonna care? But since I never save the tickets, I always kind of throw them onto whatever banner's around, and I happened to get both foreigners. So I got both New Year's foreigners and Abby. Actually, I think as of now I have... Are there any other 5-star? Oh, there's Voyager right now, actually. So I don't have Voyager, but before Voyager, I believe I had every 5-star foreigner. Summer BB here was my most recent GSSR from the last New Year's GSSR. Spishtar I got just off a ticket, I think. Or was it... No, I didn't get Spishtar off a ticket. So, until last... I think it was Saber Wars was the end of it. I know not Saber Wars wasn't the end of it. It was... I don't remember. There was a cutoff point, but the last year I felt was kind of dead as far as servants I actually wanted, like, actively. So I was just throwing down on whatever banner I came across that looked vaguely interesting for me, and I happened to get Spishtar here, whose NP being able to switch between Arts Buster and Quick means that she can function regardless of the meta for the moment, at least. So hopefully that means that I'll be set pretty well for Castoria. The only problem is those eggs suck to grind for. So I'm still... I'm really happy the Requiem event gave us 15 eggs. I still need to get the last 6, but saved my life here as far as egg grinding goes. I'll probably also be pushing for them in the upcoming rerun of Summer... Was it? Yeah, Summer 4, so I can get the eggs from the mission list. Jalter was one of my first GSSRs. I think number 2 or 3. She was really useful for the early game. I haven't used her much since. I like using her here and there with Double Merlin. Sometimes I'll go back to that early Double Merlin meta, especially when I'm fighting bosses that I don't feel like planning out a complex solo strategy for. Merlin just helps really good for Buster stalling, but otherwise I don't use her much at all anymore, and I never really put into her skills very highly. She does do her damage when still, though. Sherlock, I actively rolled a lot for. I got him on basically the last day he was available because of a random free ticket I got, even though I'd saved for him prior. I already told you about Qin Huang. Vlad was a mistake. I did not actually roll for Vlad on the first, my first GSSR. It was a class separated GSSR, and at the time back then I was completely low on assassins, no assassins at all. So I saw the GSR, I dropped a little bit of money into it, and I was going to grab an assassin, and I accidentally clicked the Berserker banner. Whoops. And thus I got Vlad, and I proceeded to not level him until the Apocrypha event came around. Heroine X Alter. If you know me, you know I'm a Star Wars person, a big Star Wars nut, actually. Heroine X Alter was originally supposed to be... I originally meant to save for her, and then I kind of forgot she existed for a minute. So I happened to roll her because I didn't know the value of quartz very well at the time. I think I saved for Merlin a little bit, and that was about it. I don't remember if it was a ticket or not. I just happened to get her, and I'm like, wait, isn't she... And then I look up the NP, realize she is the Star Wars parody, and was happy at my luck. Because I could have been kicking myself, because she does not come around very often at all. Jack the Ripper was actually my free SSR ticket recently. I did roll for her, or I haven't rolled for her. I got her on the free SSR ticket just because I needed a decent 5-star assassin. Because otherwise my previous 5-star assassin was over here with Heroine X, who's alright for what she does, but... really, she leaves a little bit to be desired as far as just a straight assassin goes. And then, here we go. The 5-star casters. Yeah, I've got Tomomo, Zuge, Merlin, and Scotty. And I hope to have Castoria. I have almost 900 quartz saved up at the moment. We're expecting about 147 quartz free from in the shape of quartz fragments come this anniversary. So... I am praying to God that translates to a Castoria, because that's going to be above 1,000 quartz down on Castoria, but you'll see, I guess. Never hope for something in FGO, you will not get it. I don't use Drake as much as I thought I would. I used her a lot more back in the day, but I don't use her much these days ever since I got her for myself. I haven't used much of Ryder Arturia. I have used a lot of Da Vinci Ryder very recently for the Requiem event. I've only just discovered she does not have any skills leveled, I don't think. I think maybe they're all level 1 at the moment. Yep. But I discovered even at level 1, her looping potential is So I've been using her to loop against casters recently because I discovered, hey, this actually works. A single Tomo. I'm excited to see what she can do when Castoria comes out, because... a double Castoria, Tomomo in the back line to switch out for Da Vinci Ryder. I'm wondering if that'll work. If that won't work, it'll just I'll be returning to Zuge, but if it will work, we'll see. I actually use a lot of Skahawk Lancer still. I know she's not considered everyone's favorite Lancer. I think that title right now goes to maybe Romulus Quirinus, or maybe, I'm sure I'm forgetting a Lancer. My brother likes to use Parvati a lot, but I like to use her for boss killing. Because when I'm fighting any kind of Archer or Berserker, it's just like, throw double Scotty on her, stun, hit it, 1 break bar gone, and it's stunned, hit it again, and it's stunned again for the next round. And sometimes I can manage to get and I can always manage to get that 2 turn in depending on what I do. I can always get 2 NPs off. It's not perfect, not 3 turn NPing, which I can do with Heroine X Alter down there, but it comes and it goes. So I do like to use her for some of the break bar fights, just to skip a couple break bars. I think Artoria here, Miss Fate herself, is at MP2. I use her to Merlin loop every once in a while. Or not Merlin loop. I use Merlin to get an extra NP off on her by design. It's not really a loop. Not a good one, at least. I know you can, in theory, if with the 50% batteries, if I leveled her battery more, I could get a little bit more going. I haven't done so yet. I haven't been too pressed. She's done what she needs to do. She actually, in God or Damarong, I used her to just completely wipe out the Valkyries really quickly. Saber Shiki, I'm particularly proud of, although you'll never see... I'm not particularly proud of. I'm happy I got her, because... I don't know, I really like Garden of Sinners. I really love her character, so I'm happy to have both versions of her. That said, you're not likely to ever see her come out on this channel, because I know from watching other Fate YouTubers that her NP is very well copyright struck. I put her down, that video on our channel are at risk, so you won't be seeing her, which is too bad. And then Miyamoto Musashi. I won't say much more. I'm still not okay. But yeah, no, I got her off of a GSSR as well, actually, which is great, because not long afterwards she became one of my favorite Fate characters in Shimosa. So, I still use her a lot, actually. Namely, just for Lancer boss, namely for Lancer boss fights, but occasionally I'll burn her in to fight a Berserker or something. I don't have her skills leveled near. They're all right. I don't do a lot of 10-10-10 leveling just because of the QP cost, and I don't like spending all my time farming QP as nobody does. I think I'm only at like 10,000. So yeah, that just about does it, I think. What the hell with it? I'm not going to throw down an actual 10 spin, but hey, maybe recording luck, I can get another Ungra, move me one step closer to grailing Ungra. Let's see what junk I get out of the trash. Yeah, I'm not waiting on all this. Nothing. Alright, well, I would say that's about good for today. If there's anything else you'd like to see on the channel here, let me know. I'm throwing this together on a whim in case Seki wants an extra spot just in the schedule. But I can do more consistent stuff. Like when there's something, well, I might every once in a while give you updates on if I've gotten anything good, or I can always go ahead and tell you what my plans are. Like how right now I plan to save for Castoria. I could in the future tell you like just go over the different events that are coming up and really see what I want to be doing. Maybe I could take some of your advice as well if you think there's anything I can do to improve my account. I guess I'll show you my support setup before I go, and then maybe I'll... So yeah, my support setup. That's what I'm throwing down for the events. This is my primary setup. Actually, I don't have a 5-star Archer leveled. Funny, I have an Orion I should probably level. Maybe this probably would have been the better way to show you my servants. But yeah, I know is what my support setup looks like at the moment. Let me do this too. I'll just throw my code on screen here in case anyone wants to try adding me. I don't have very many friend slots left, but I filter through them pretty consistently. So if you want to add me, I'll throw you in, or I can always open up some space when I see people just aren't logging in. I'll throw this at the end of the video, or throw this in the description or something. So yeah, I believe that should be it. I don't really have a good way to end this, so bye, folks. Oh, wait, no, I do. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. We will be doing more on the channel with some Grand Order rolling, so if you want to keep up to date with that, I do want to get that out as soon as it goes up. That won't be in the schedule. So, yeah. Alright, now for realsies, bye, folks.